Awesome. All right, we're able to go live. So, hello everybody. Welcome to today's stream. So today I'm going to be playing some Rapid and Blitz, trying to get my elo up. Right now at Rapid I'm currently like 1382, so I'm not that far off from 1400. So I'm gonna try to hit 1400 on that first, and then after that I'm gonna try to gain some rating for my Blitz. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the stream and stick around to chat. Let me see. Move this over here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Might have to resize some stuff. Yeah, that shifted it over a little bit, but it's okay. Should be fine now. Alright, quick check real quick to make sure that everything looks good, and then I'll start playing, okay? Also, let me test my bot again real quick. Go over here. Awesome. He responds to that. Okay, got the first two commands in the chat. Okay, the board looks like it could be adjusted a little bit, but should be fine. All right. So after doing all my initial checks and stuff, I think we're good to start. All right. Oh, someone says hi. Sunlight Dragons. Hello, Sunlight. Nice to see you here. Let me see. Can you see the board okay, by the way, on your side? Are you watching on mobile or computer? I'm streaming like specifically like this to get more viewers, hopefully in shorts. But if it's not showing up well on your side, then I could adjust my board. Okay, let's see. Mobile, awesome. Thank you for your response. Is that Myra? Hernandez, sup, man? Hello, Myra or Myra? Sorry, I'm not good at pronouncing names. Let's see. Okay, so mobile. Good to see that we have mobile viewers in here. All right, I can see just fine. Good, I'm glad to see. So Sunlight, I was planning on starting with Rapid today. So I'm at 1382 right now. I'm gonna try to get to 1400. All right, hello guys. So it's like maybe three wins will get me to 1400 subbed. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate that. I wonder if the animation showed up. Okay, all right. I'm gonna jump into my first game. Okay, so you guys could cheer me on. I have like a little command for cheering me on. Just like exclamation point cheer. Oh, and it wasn't even typing. Yeah, there we go. In case I do like something good or something. All right, first game playing white. I'm playing d4. Also, what's your guys' elos, by the way? Do you guys play or are you guys just watching? Just to watch. Awesome. This is exactly what I like to see, by the way. I'm playing the Jobava London. I completed a course on it before I started the stream, so should know some stuff today. Also, this is like my main opening that I play every day. Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I just watch. Oh, okay. Alright, so I'll be extra thorough in explaining. So, on the first move of the game, I played d4. The pawns on their first moves, they can either move 1 square or 2. So when they're on these starting squares, they can either move 1 or 2. I choose to move it forward 2 because as white, you want to start with the initiative, you know? So I moved it 2. My opponent responded with a very symmetrical move of d5, simply just matching my energy. And then now I brought my knight out, getting ready to bring the bishop out, and just putting some pressure on this pawn right here. It's currently defended, but you know, if like maybe in the future he brings his bishop here and blocks it, I could snatch it up. So he brings his knight over here, bring my bishop out like I planned, and once his knight gets here, it's a problem for him because now his knight is here. So that means that this pawn cannot be pushed, and it's kind of in the way because now I'm going to jump my knight over here. That's what you're supposed to do. And once I jump my knight here, because he brought his 2 knights out and played this move, there's not really a good way to defend this pawn. There's only one response now that stops it, and that is the move pawn to e5. Yep, he finds it. Now I'm going to take with my bishop, renewing the threat of capturing here. And my threat of capturing here, the knight comes here, and I take this pawn right here with check. Checks. Okay, he takes. Let me explain my move because I have plenty of time. My plan is to take the pawn with the knight, with check, defended by the bishop, so the queen can't take it. Then your king will move somewhere, and then I will happily grab the rook because the rook is better than the knight later on in the game. So he grabs my bishop, stopping my plan. Now I'm going to grab his knight. And when I grab his knight with the pawn, this knight has to move. So it's a good move because now his knight has to move somewhere. We're currently up just 1 pawn, and my knight is already threatening this square still, which is very, very important because depending on where this knight goes, I might just take this pawn. Okay, so yeah, like I said, depending on where the knight goes, knight is on my side of the board doing some stuff, but he's not really a threat right now. We're going to take this pawn, allowing this capture to go in here and fork him. And at this point, we're up 2 pawns, so we're +2. How's my day? I completely missed that message. Sorry, Myra. My day's going well, by the way. It's Thursday today. On Thursday, it's a good day because I could play some chess in the afternoon. And recently, I started streaming. I'm going to try to stream like at least 3 times a week if I can. Probably like on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And yeah, it's a good day for me. On Thursdays, I go to a chess club that I go in person. Where I could play real people over the board and practice for my in-person tournaments. Okay. So my opponent kind of has to decide what he wants to do here. He's already down 2 pawns. Gives a check. I'm going to block. Wait. Oh, I'm crazy. I was like, did I just blunder my queen? No, I didn't blunder my queen because then that would still allow this. In fact, I don't know what that was about. Why did he do that? Okay, I'm confused. him sacrificing that. Yeah, what was that about? Okay, so let's go over this. So when I took this pawn right here, what I was expecting to happen was queen takes me. I come in here, check to the king, and I pick my my queen back up with the knight. But he didn't do that. He just brought his bishop out and checked. I blocked, of course, because you need to block the check. And I'm not going to move the knight backwards. If I move the knight backwards, then the queen really is hanging. But the queen's not hanging as long as the knight's here safely. And I can go here. Then he takes. I take his bishop, and he just castles. So now he's just down a bishop. Sacrificed it for nothing, it looks like. I'll take his queen. He's just down a piece. Now, I am very, very behind in development and have a very bad coordination with my pieces. But I mean, what's to stop me from going here? He takes, I take, and you're just down a piece. And then I'll get these pieces out in a little bit. What's another option? I can push this pawn. Get the bishop out over here maybe. Get the knight out. And castle. Seems slow, but I also like that. And it's much safer. I'm up a piece. Does not risk anything. Push the pawn forward one. This knight. He's going to take this. That's fine. Yeah. I'm behind a development. So let's go bishop here. Simply trying to control these squares. And then I can get my knight here. Castle. And I'm just up a piece. I'm just winning. Let's go here. Bring the knight back. Knight is pretty safe right here. If he goes to kick me again. What's a good move if he goes to kick me again? Maybe knight here. Not knight here because that's... he wants to go there. So not knight there. It's not a really good move. This is a good move right here. And then if he comes forward, then I just come right back. I like it. Not takes. If I take, then the knight will just take me. So yeah, okay. Okay, I can force this trade-off right here. Well, not force it, but just like highly encourage it. That or his rook will move away or something. Or I could just bring my knight out and connect the rooks. Bring the knight out and connect the rooks seems like the right play. Also, if he takes and my bishop takes back, my bishop is on this diagonal already pointing at this rook, which is like really good for me. I'd be happy about that. Do you guys watch any other like chess streamers, or like you guys just randomly came across my stream? I'm curious as to how you guys came to find me. Thankful, but just curious, like how did I pop up on your feed? Okay. Yeah, we're just up one piece. His bishop is not developed yet. Also, where is his bishop going? Here, blocking the rook. Here's actually a good square for the bishop. That's an awesome move. That's a move. I'm gonna go here and just say, I don't want you here. There's a little bug right here flying by my face. Okay, yeah, bishop here. So I got to make this move before the bishop ended up going eventually where I thought was a good move for it. Okay, I could bring this rook. I could bring this rook. Which one? This is not a move because that'll just hang it. Let's see. I bring this rook. I think this pawn is fine for now. I do got to keep an eye on this bishop though, now that I think about it. Okay, he concedes the file. It's kind of a big deal. Really want to infiltrate. The rook up sounds good to me. Stack the rooks. Like I said, I have one extra piece. And it's like a full extra piece too because I'm +3. If he had like at least like a pawn for the piece, then I would be +2 only. But no, I got a full extra piece. I got a 4 on 3 over here on the king side. And on the queen side, I have a 3 versus 2. But I'm going to stack my rooks and dominate the center of the board with the rooks. I'm going to use the bishop on this diagonal. Thinking about just going here. Seems like a good move. Let's go back to the stacking the rooks idea. Seemed like a good idea in the first place. Let's stick with that idea. I sometimes do that where I'm like, all right, this is a good idea, and then I'll completely play a different idea that I wasn't talking about. So you know, let's follow through with what I was talking about. If I could just get my rooks up here, clean up all these pawns, make a queen, checkmate them. That's like the dream scenario there. Obviously, it's too much. Okay, let's see. This move looks good to me. What's the goal of this move, though? I go here, he kicks me away, and then I go here. And we trade. I'm happy. Okay. If he doesn't kick me away. Okay, he goes there. Logical. He's hitting this pawn. He's hitting this pawn. This is the only one that's not defended. Let's go after his... Hold on, if I allow this, then he's going to go after this. Okay, it's going to take some calculation. I go here. He takes. I take his rook. He takes my rook. Then I save the knight. So I think that works. And if he brings his rook over here, then this knight is just pinned. So that could have been a really bad move, actually. Might be a really bad move. Let's find out. Yep. A Karamaji. At least subscribe, bro. I know you're watching my stream. No, I'm kidding. I have no knowledge that my opponent is doing anything corrupt. No Kramnik over here. Alright, I push. You hop. Doesn't seem really that good to me. But at least he won't get the free pawn. Also, the rooks will reconnect, giving me more defense for the knight. Yeah, okay. Seems like that's the logical move. If takes, takes. If takes, takes. Rook takes. And that means he loses. Okay. He goes for this. Okay, but now it's a little bit different. Yeah, now if I go here, he takes, I take, he takes. Yeah, I'm going to lose a piece now. So he's going to equalize. That's not good. However, I have here, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. Yep, that's the right move. Check on the king. And then this rook is attacked 2 times, and only 1 rook is defending him. So it's pretty good. I'm going to lose the bishop, right? I'm going to lose the bishop at the end of that with check. But I mean, it's going to be rook and knight versus knight and bishop. Rook and knight should win that. Might be like a lot of stuff to digest there, but pretty sure what I just did was good. Like, see this knight that's under attack, you're not going to, or this rook that's under attack, you're not going to get this rook. This rook is going to come eat your rook with check. Ooh, actually it comes with check. And then they can save the bishop. You don't even get the bishop. Nice. That's great. I forgot about that. So rook takes, king here or here, doesn't matter. Bishop, where's the bishop going to be better at? Here, here, or here? What a move. What a move. I take, he takes, I take, and you're just losing. Yeah, you should have not done that. Even if you take here, I have 2 rooks and a knight. That's bad. Your best move was taking, yeah. Oh, he takes with check though. Okay, that's a problem. Going here is not going to solve that problem. Going here will. Yeah, it's, I'm not going to say doomed, but he's not in a good spot. I'm going to go here, hitting the bishop, getting ready to bring the rook back. I can also just grab this. Could have done that last move too. But we're trying to get a time advantage right here. Okay, he just drops back. We're going to take. His knight is defended. His knight is happy. For now. Let's see. Kicks. Bishop here. Nope. Because then I'll take it. So bishop here. Or bishop back. Maybe here. Okay, now the bishop has to go back on this diagonal. This knight's going to be loose. And also I'm going to grab this pawn too. Okay, so I'm building up a time advantage on my opponent. Takes, hitting this pawn. Okay, knight's hitting my rook. Don't like it. Let's go here. Knight here. He's going to take this pawn. I mean, there's double attack, so he's going to take it no matter what. I'm fine with that. Let's go here. Remember, I don't want to give up my time advantage. I'm winning. On time at least. Let's keep this time advantage up. I can go here, and if he takes, I'll just grab the bishop, so it's just a trade. I'm fine with that. And also, if he doesn't take, then I'm just going to take his knight, and the bishop takes, and then the rook takes. Okay, yeah, you had to. Now it's just 2 monstrous rooks versus this knight. This knight has like almost nowhere to go. Just kick him. This knight has nearly nowhere to go. Let's see, let's go rook up. Simply controlling this. I don't want to give this knight anywhere to go. Let's trap him. Also, we have like a minute something left. Let's go here. Let's go here. Where does that knight go now? Dead, 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 dead. It's a dead horse. Let's go. Push is good. Yeah, we have a minute left. Push, take. Pawn's pinned. You can't even actually take. I'm crazy. I could just push, takes. Okay, push. Takes. Threatening takes. Also just threatening checkmate. Let's go here. Okay, he loses on time, but like, oh, those are brilliant and they're nice. Oh, yeah, that was in the very beginning. I forgot I played the Jobava London. Okay. So that was just a pretty good game that you can get by playing the Jobava London. 83.4% accuracy, so it was a pretty decent game. Pretty decent demonstration of it. And my opponent didn't play terribly. 74.9 is not bad. That's like, most of his moves are pretty good. 1950 performance, allegedly. 1700 performance, allegedly. Keep in mind we're both like 1300, almost 1400. Okay. D4, D5, knight goes here, bishop goes here. This is the Jobava London. You play D4, they play D5, you put your knight here, they put their knight here. This is just classical stuff, and then you put your bishop here, and this is the Jobava London. Chess.com says Chigorin something variation. I've played 4,000 times with a 52% win rate. So pretty decent amount of experience. Let's see. Then they go knight here. As soon as they go knight, you see the evaluation move. In the middle of, like right where this line at, between 4 and 5, that's equal. As you can see, the position is plus 0.72. If the number is positive, meaning plus, it means white is favored. So plus 0.72 means white's favored by almost a full pawn, just because of where his knight is at. If it were to be negative, then that means black is favored. In case you guys were wondering about that. I wondered about that when I first learned about it. I was like, what is this? Why does it say negative something sometimes and sometimes it says positive? Negative is black's favored, white is, or positive is white is favored. So plus 0.72. Jump the knight. They defend. That's the only move. This is the best move. I used to take with the d-pawn. Sometimes still do, sometimes just out of habit. But the bishop takes is better because you're renewing the threat of jumping in with the knight. They take. Pawn takes. They have to move their knight. Queen takes here. Brilliant. This is a quote-unquote sacrifice because nobody at the moment is defending this queen. So if you grab it, it's like, oh, a free queen. But no, because it's check. And then king has to move and you grab the queen back. So it's not really a sacrifice, but you get a brilliant every single time that you get to do that. So it's like a free brilliant in this opening. It's nice. He went here. I blocked it. It's a great move. He took, which is a blunder. And that confused me earlier too. I was like, what was this? I took it because it's a free piece. Apparently taking back with the knight was better. And I see why now. One, my pawn structure is messed up. C-pawn has no D-pawn or E or B-pawn next to it to help it go up the board later on. And then two, I mean, if I take back with the knight, if I take back with this knight, that would still defend the queen, so the queen would still be defended. So that's why the knight takes back is better. That makes sense to me now. I took back with the pawn because I was confused. And also, I still wanted to jump the knight forward. Traded queens. He took. I went here. Bringing out the knight was apparently better, but I just pushed because I want to get my pieces out quickly. He went there, taking a free pawn. I let him. Bishop out. It's very passive, but like I said, my goal is I have a piece extra. Let me get my pieces out and just beat you in a very, very slow game. He goes there. I brought my knight back. This is a very, very good spot for my knight. And I kind of hope something takes it, whether it be the knight or if he like wants to sack his rook for some reason, because then I could connect this pawn back to the rest of these pawns over here, and he won't be by himself. He goes here to kick my knight. Best move. I drop back and attack him. Best move. And then he goes over here and solidifies his pawn structure. That's a solid move. Don't blame it at all. He had this check right here apparently, which wouldn't have done much because I probably would have just stepped to the side. I develop my knight, attacking his knight. Kind of hoping that he'll take me. Because if he takes me, like I said, I get the bishop on this long diagonal, attacking this rook right now that's currently undefended. So imagine knight takes, bishop takes. Your rook is under attack. You need to either A, move the rook, which is not as good, or B, finally develop your bishop, which is the better move because then your rooks are connected, defending each other. He drops his knight back. I castle. Brings his bishop there, attacking my knight. I don't like his bishop being on my side of the board. 1 through 4 is my side of the board, and he's on my side. So I kicked him out immediately. Went out. And I go here with my rook. He surrendered the file, which is not good. I immediately infiltrate, which is apparently not as good as just going back with the rook, really. So bringing the rook is good. I should have rerouted my knight apparently, though. Just giving up the... Oh, okay, I see. So leave the rook here, leave this pawn here, and just reroute the knight and bring him somewhere over here maybe. That's what the computer wants. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go after the open file. Then it wants me to bring the rook back, but I want to advance my rook into their territory. That's also a very slow move. I don't understand why he played this. Like, you need to do something. The computer says challenge for the open file. Go back and fight, but he didn't. I just stacked up on the open file, which was the best in the position. Good. He went there with his knight. I brought my knight here. He brought his knight here, just trying to fork me. And yeah, this was not good. I realized that after I did it, because then he could pin me. Oh. Apparently going into that complications of him taking is the best thing to do here. Because this was a mistake. It says you should have taken with the horse. Now I go here to kick his knight. He goes here. I check. This is where I calculated that if he takes, I can take, which is great because now I'm going to win a rook. That was fine. Taking was better with the rook. I took his rook. He takes my bishop with check, which is best because it's check. And I mean, if you lose, if you would have taken the other way, like this, then you're just losing your knight, and all of a sudden it's rook, bishop, and knight versus just one bishop, and you're going to get cooked. So he took the bishop for free with check. I move, which is best. Nice. He takes. I attack the bishop. He moves. I go here, taking a free pawn. He moves his pawn, blocking his own bishop's vision to his knight. I found that strange. Immediately go after his bishop. He moves it. I take a free pawn. He moves his knight, attacking my rook and the pawn. I move it here. Infiltrating was better. I did look at this move, but I didn't think it was that good. But actually, thinking about it now, it is better because it doesn't give him time to grab this free pawn. Well, actually, it does, but he'd have to grab it with the bishop. He goes here. Now I took here. Best move. Simply offering a trade of pieces. He takes. I took. He went there. I went here. Beautiful. Best move again. Nice. I'm just trying to kick this knight around and eventually trap it. That was my goal. He goes here attacking the rook. I slid the rook up. Should have teamed up my rooks on this pawn. That is better. He goes here attacking the pawn. I simply went here, just controlling where the knight can go. I don't want him advancing my position. Now that does give this pawn up now that I think about it, but I didn't want him jumping here for some reason. I don't want him just being able to defend his knight with his pawn. I want this knight. He goes here. I went here, simply attacking the knight again. He brought his knight here, and after I brought my rook here, there's nowhere for the knight to go where he's safe. Behold. He's going to die if he stays here. He's going to die if he goes here. He's going to also perish if he goes here. This is not a move, and this is not a move. So this knight got trapped over here by these two rooks. He moves, I take, he goes there. I push, which is best. Goes there. I push again. He takes, I take, he goes there. I push here. And now what I did right here was essentially made it so that you cannot step forward. You cannot step here. And I'm going to try to push you back and just mate you with these two rooks. Something like a check, king here, check. No need to go into the variation. But yeah, let's play one more game. Hopefully, we're at 1390, so a 10-point elo win would get me to 1400. That'd be nice. It's like a long shot though. Most of the time you get like 8 elo for a win. So yeah, let me try to get some elo. Let me get a drink of my water first. I've been talking a lot. I'm going to shrink the right side just down a little bit, just so it's a little bit more visible. There we go. I think that should look better on mobile now. Hopefully. Alright. Back to over here. So we got our first win for Rapid. Let's go. Brilliant move in it too. Let's play. Awesome. We got white again. D4. D5. We always go D4, D5. This is what we want. This is what we dream about when we sleep. Okay, he's playing it like a French defense, which there's a lot of ways I could play this. I'm going to immediately strike in the center with my pawn. And this is like less of the Jobava, but more of just like attacking chess. Okay, he wants to trade knights. Let's do it. I was hoping for the queen to take. Knight here, bishop here, and then bishop here, and his queen is trapped. Maybe I shouldn't actually say that, because in case for some reason he's watching me. Should leave your queen right there on f6. Don't mind me. Okay, it's like he's listening to what I'm saying. Who plays this right now in this position? This knight is not going to jump anytime soon. Strange. Let's just go here. This is not a move, of course. Let's see. Could just immediately go after this now. Yep. Seems like you have to do that. Okay, let's go here. Playing with some fire by doing this just because this is a loose piece. Loose pieces are not what you want to have in chess. I have an open E file. Castling small seems logical. Let's castle small. I would love to go here. I'm gonna go here to push here. Okay, we got like a long. Now that you castled small, that changes things. Okay, let me see. What's the plan gonna be here? Thinking about something like this. Drop the bishop back, load the queen up, and attack. I like that. That's one alternative. What's another alternative that's pretty good here? I mean, that's part of the reason why I played this b3 move also, so that I could launch this pawn forward. Yeah, looks good to me. I don't see anything better than that. Let's go here. Also, that way he can't really advance too much to my territory. If I don't play this move here, then this is a move for him. And that's not a move I would like to see. We're going to drop the bishop back, queen up, and go for the old cheese ball checkmate. Okay, he puts a pawn here. Pretty reasonable. I'm going to go here with the rook. Trying to eyeball his queen, of course. Okay, let's push. I want this bishop completely shut out of the game. Awesome. He's going to let me keep this pawn structure here. That's not good for this bishop at all. I like that. Alright. Now in this position, thinking about a lot of moves here. I want to sacrifice my bishop. That's one thing I want to do because his king is kind of exposed. That's another thing I want to do. Route the knight somewhere. Kind of want to route take. This doesn't work. But how about take. This. Bishop is pinned. He brings that. I bring this. And then how else can you defend the bishop? You bring the knight. Okay. I don't really like sacking my piece in that case then. We also have a move like this. No, we don't. No, we do not. Almost blundered a piece right there. And I'm trying to win, not lose. If I win this, I will receive, yeah, 8 elo. I guessed it. I predicted it. Got it right, guys. Alright, this is the crucial move here. I already pushed through on his side. He's trying to push through onto my side here. Crucial move here in this position is... Sacking this knight really still seems attractive to me. Other than that, I don't know what I want to do, because I want to destroy these pawns here. Also, this knight needs to move somewhere. Routing the knight backwards, he just comes and attacks this bishop. Bishop moves... Bishop is trapped if I move my knight backwards there. Am I correct? Knight back, he goes here. Bishop has no moves, because there's a knight here, and there's nothing to go here. So yeah. Sack the knight. Took a lot of time on that move there. How much time did I take on that move there? 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Oh. I mean, that's very straightforward, but like that's a very straightforward stop also. Just this. Okay. So his cheesy threat was stopped immediately. Now I'm kind of wishing that the... Kind of wishing the rook never got moved, but he needed to be on the e file to make threats earlier. Now I need him back on the f file to rook lift. What's another thing that I might need? I mean, I want to just point my bishop at this queen, but that doesn't work. Or does it? Bishop back. Rook here challenging. No, you can't really challenge the file right now. You need to develop. Yeah, okay. Rook here, so I can get the bishop here. Oh. Wait. Takes the pawn. I didn't calculate for this. I did calculate for this, but not for this. Oh, and that comes with check. Oh, I blundered, guys. After all the time I spent saying I'm not going to blunder it, I blundered it. Alright. Can't even move the queen. She's tied down to the rook. This is sad. Alright, let's see. Let's go here. Queen here. Don't have this. Need like rook here maybe. Oh my goodness. Stop attacking me. Queen here. The problem is his knight is coming in. His queen and bishop already teamed up here, suffocating my king. This pawn structure is like the only thing keeping this bishop at bay. He can start tearing my pawn structure up if he wants to. He could just sack his knight. Okay, he just offers another queen trade. I don't want a queen trade guy. And I have no choice but to trade queens now at this point. Look at, I don't have queen here. I don't have queen here. I don't have queen here. Don't got this. Don't got this. Obviously not this. Yeah. Now I lose. Well, let's see. How are you going to take back? I have a bishop and a rook versus two. Yeah, because I blundered one of my rooks. This is what they would say doomed. Also, let me see. Yeah, I mean, he has to take back there. Bishop's attacking my rook. Let's push. When I moved the rook earlier there, was the rook hanging? Did I hang the rook earlier? Yeah, I did. When I did this, the bishop could have just taken it. And he chose not to. Okay. And now I'm forked. Now I step into this bishop's check. He takes the rook. He hops wherever. He's just taking all my pieces. I'm going to resign this one, guys, okay? I'm sorry. Don't hate me for it. Resigning it, okay? That just like wiped out all the progress from the first Joe Bava London game. Ugh. Let me see. At that crucial position that I was thinking at for like a long time, what was the right move? Let's see. Because we were equality here. Yeah, we're equal here. This was the wrong move. Really? This is the move to make right here to keep an advantage. Why? Because it keeps him from trapping my bishop. That was the problem with retreating the knight, was I didn't want to trap the bishop. So this keeps my bishop from being trapped. That was the solution. Okay, so I did find out that my bishop was going to be trapped. My solution was sack the knight. That was not the solution at all. Okay, all right. A little bit disheartening. We're going to continue on here in a second. Let me just wipe that out of my brain. Okay. Just checking the POV, how it looks. Looks pretty decent. Let me drink some water. All right. Last rapid game. I'm either going to finish. Okay, cool. Got a game is black. e4, I play d6. This is my play. This knight move here, we're going to go after his pawn. He defends it with his own pawn. We're setting up the sniper tower. He plays this move. He doesn't want my bishop to pin him. That, or maybe he's going to spring an attack here in a little bit. Let's continue on with the plan of the bishop hanging out in his tower. And this guy's is called the perk defense. When white plays e4 for their first move, and black responds d6, preparing the knight move on their second move, it's called the perk defense. This is like the opening that helped me get to over 1,000 elo for black. And before that, I was lost as black. I couldn't play anything. I was just getting beat left and right. Let's see. So this move seems pretty standard. What I'm thinking is he wants to team up the queen and bishop together and go over here and exchange it. And hopefully he's going to hope them castled over here. So I'm going to play a waiting move like this. Very flexible move that I played there. Okay, let's see. Kind of want to play just e5 right now immediately. Let's go e5. No. Well, I mean, he's not going to pin me. He's going to go back and go pin me. But he's wasting some moves with this bishop here. I can also go c5 immediately. Let's go c5. See what this does. Okay, he wants his bishop on this diagonal. Lots of bishop moves in the beginning for him, though. It's strange to me. This looks good. This is a well-placed knight. This is also a pretty well-placed knight right here. Our pawn structures are kind of like symmetrical. We have two sitting here. Then he has his set up like this. I have mine set up like this. Kind of like feeding into his. Kind of parallel. Pretty cool. Then over here he has his pawn structure looking like this. Looking like a knight's move. And mine, it's a nice little tower. Nice little sniper tower. Okay, knight protects the knight. That's good. Let's see. There's nothing wrong with this move at this point because, well, actually I'm turning to trap his bishop. But I was going to say there's nothing wrong with this move because nobody could take it. Like if this pawn wasn't here, then the bishop could take it. So that'd be a problem. So I'd need to prepare the move first. But because there's a pawn here, I can just launch it. And yeah, he plays this because he has to. He has no choice. Otherwise I was going to trap his bishop. Do we go here anyways and just have a dominant? Yeah, let's do it. Look at my pawns over here. Monstrous pawn chain here. I like it. Now he does have a lot of pressure on this knight here. Should I put my bishop here? Should I bring my bishop over here? I like my bishop here better, I think. Because once this knight moves, then this bishop will have some presence in the center. Okay. Move like knight here. Seems like a move to me. Because where is this knight going? This knight is not going anywhere. Oh, it's a castle. Look at this nice pawn chain I have here. Look at this sniper tower for my bishop. Look at this bishop. Now we got not one, but two fianchetto bishops, which means like when they're on the long diagonals. We got two great bishops. Push, takes is not ideal for me, obviously, because I don't want to trade this bishop. Once your king is in a castle like this, you don't want to get rid of his best defender. This is his best defender, this bishop here. But at the right moment, I'm going to play this move. When the time is right. The time is not right. Let's play this move. This move improves this knight here. He's on this beautiful pawn chain. Opens up this bishop here. Oh yeah. It's looking good. Like I'm pretty sure if I look at the evaluation after the game, the computer's gonna be like, yeah, black is just rock solid here. It's either equal or black. It has like slight favoritism. Takes is not good. It opens up the H file. His rook's gonna start attacking me. I don't like that. Let me ask myself, what is my knight doing here? He's putting pressure here. So that if the queen moves, then he has the fork. Now if I take here, this pawn is going to take, so it's not going to be the queen. If he pushes this pawn and I could force that, then the knight would be really good here. What else can I do here? I could lock my own center up and make this bishop kind of suck. That would not be ideal. I can move my knight here to the rim to maybe do a maneuver like this. I kind of like that idea. No, keep the tension. Maintain the tension. Okay, so if I'm not going to move that, and I'm not going to move this, let's move this. Actually, no. Well, he can't hop here anyways. Yeah. Should be good. Should be fine to move this over here. All that calculating just for him to trade off for the knight. Okay. Pawn takes is better. Maintains really good control right here. Okay, he's coming with that H pawn. He's coming with that pawn, alright. Let's go here. Now my rook is active. Okay, let's go here. This I didn't want his H file. I didn't want the H file being opened, and I still don't, but this king being in the middle is pretty bad for him. So we're gonna find out right now who's actually attacking who. Is he attacking me with this rook and this H pawn and queen coming over ideas after? Or am I attacking him up the middle? And I think I'm attacking him up the middle. He's not gonna castle, is he? No, he just doesn't want that check. I'm gonna take like this. I feel like my position is really good still. Okay. Whoa. That was out of left field. Didn't see that coming. Let's take with this bishop. Staring at Mr. Rook over there. Still got this tension here in the middle. Ready to take back at a moment's notice. Okay. First, let's make the king move, yeah? Is that a good move? Also, renewing this pin is pretty good too, right? Decisions. I want to take like this. I want to take like this. I want to take the rook. I'm running out of time. We're going to take back like this. I mean, the H file is already open. We take back like this. Might as well. See if he saves his rook or not. Okay, he does. Let's take like this now. Now we got some pressure on this bishop. We also got this bishop takes here. Then my bishop is going to drop back. My queen is going to come here. And I'm going to be attacking you. So like I said, who's attacking who? I don't think you're attacking me. I think I'm attacking you. I think this pin is pretty good. I think the king being in the middle is still pretty good for me. Let me see. Nice. Bitcoin is going back up in value. That's good. It's great to hear. Very happy about that. All right, just drop back. Monster bishops. Swing with the queen. This rook is like on an island over here. He's like, yay, let's go, guys. Let's attack on the H file. Okay, there we go. We just check like this, right? Check. Yeah, you got that move there. That's a move. I have, let's see, I have this check here. Queen will take though, and that's not good. The problem is he's going to pile up on this damn file. My king needs to run over here also. Let's start running with my king. Because my king is going to be safer over here than he is over here. Oh shoot, what did I allow? What did I allow? I allowed him to take a pawn and attack my bishop. That's not good. What else is he doing? He's attacking my rook. He's forking the two of them. Just defend the bishop. Run the king. This rook check is not a move. My bishop will cover that square. What I do need to watch out for is like his queen or something checking me here. That's a problem. Also, we're down 2 minutes in time. So even though my position looks pretty good to me, yeah, how good is it? You know? We're going to find out. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. Oh, we blundered a rook. Let's go. I appreciate that. I'll take that all day. Let's see. So offer a queen trade. Oh, man. He takes it. He should have taken the rook in the corner. I blundered the rook in the corner, bro. What is he doing? All right, well, we're going to win this now. We got these two pawns versus this pawn. Should we trade the rook? What should we do? Keep these pawns safe. Just try to trade the rook and get him off this file. Kind of want to tell my opponent that he missed a really good move, but no, let me try to win this game. Don't try to help your opponent right now, Jimmy. Don't be that nice. It's one of my problems is like I'm like, oh, let me try to help you and tell you like what you did wrong or what you could have done. It's like, no, don't do that. Why are you doing that for, Jimmy? Why are you helping your opponent? Don't be crazy. Okay, my king is just gonna get in now. King got in. My bishop is doing a good job here. King has to move somewhere. My bishop will do a good job taking away these squares. You have to step away from the pawn. Pick your poison. I'm going to take this pawn, and these two pawns are going to run. Alright, cool. So it looks like this should be a win unless I blow this. Which I don't think I can, nor do I think I will. Push, push, push is winning. Push. Okay, he resigns. Awesome. Let's go. 23 best moves. Let's go. 3 more and I'm Dr. Lupo. Can get 26 best moves. Could be a beast. Let's see. 73% accuracy, 64. So definitely not my best perk defense, but you know, 73 is solid. Should have struck in the center. I didn't. Okay. Now I struck here, but it makes my move look kind of dumb because it's like I went c6, he went there, and then I'm like c5. Just go c5 on one move. Goes there, I go here. Striking with b5 is good there. Threatening to trap his bishop, of course. He has to move there. Now I should have castled before threatening, but it's okay. Then activating the bishop was good there. Good. Castles. Knight there. Knight here. Should have just kicked his knight. Yeah, it makes sense. Open up the center, kick his knight. His king's in the middle. Didn't think of that. He goes knight here. And that's bad. He should have just taken my knight. I wanted to play that move. I was like, should I put my knight here? And I was like, no, it doesn't do me any good. But no, this move was good. Because then I threatened to go here. No, not really. Just opens up the bishop. That was the main reason I wanted to go there. He takes. I take with the pawn. Apparently taking with the bishop is better. I kind of agree. He pushes, bringing the rook into the game. He goes there. Now I do this. Oh, we got like a little heart in the chat. Let's go. Drop those hearts. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right. Now he took the knight. Don't trade your bishops for knights, especially since this bishop was like doing such a good job keeping pressure on my bishop on the diagonal. Trading it for the knight is not good. Like, I didn't want to move this knight because I don't want my bishop gone. So this knight was kind of pinned, but not really. And then he traded it for me and did me a favor. I was like, thank you. And he goes here. I took back. Yes, taking back this way is the best. The reason why I considered this instead of the other way is because H-file is already open, right? H-file is open, so taking back like this is not like, oh, you opened up the H-file. H-file was already open before I did that. Queen and rook can pile up over there right now. Well, bishop's in the way, but like, yeah, H-file is open. So my thinking is, if I take like this, that allows the bishop a check or queen a check or something. Oh, Salima Rojas in the chat. Hello. Hi. How are you? All right, so I took this way. He moved his rook, saved it, of course. He should have castled, apparently. Wow. Now I took here, adding pressure to the bishop, and opening up my bishop's scope. Look at my bishop. My bishop's like, if you take, I'm going to take back. But I opened it up myself. Now my bishop is staring at that pawn over there, which I took. Boom. He goes there. Drop the bishop back. Oh, giving that check was better. Wait. Oh, giving that check is like so good. This is covered. Giving this check. You have to block with the knight. Because like blocking with the queen is not a thing there. I scoop back, of course. He goes there. Go here. He runs. Now I start running my king. Not the best move. I should have tried to open up the A file. But I was like, let me run my king. Go here defending the bishop. I should have forked the rook and the knight. I didn't see that I could do that. He takes, I take. Okay, we're starting to equalize here. It's not good. He goes here. I go there. Computer says, open it up. What are you doing? Okay, I guess I should have opened it up with the A4 push a long time ago. I never thought of that. He takes, I take. And then he just hangs a rook. And then he goes here, threatening my queen, or threatening the rook in the corner. I don't think he knew that he was threatening the rook in the corner, because I didn't know that he was doing that. I said, do you want a queen? I can't talk. Do you want a queen trade? And he could just take the rook right now. But he takes the queen trade. So now he's just losing. Bring the rook. We trade the rooks. He should not have done that. I just have a bishop now. And look at where my bishop is at. My bishop is a monster. Can't come here. You can't come here. And then once my king gets up the board, I'm not going to let you pass this. He goes here. My king comes. He goes there. My king comes. He goes there. My king cannot come any closer right now. But boom, pawn check. Pawn check with this, and this covered. If you want to stay on the 4th rank, you got to go there, which he does, right? Yeah, he does it. Bishop check. Boom. Best move. I thought about this one, this check here, but the bishop wouldn't be that useful to me over here. It's better over here because I could still use it here or drop it back here. He goes there, forced, only move. I go here. Oh, apparently coming after these pawns was better, but I wanted to go after the G pawn. He goes here, trying to go after my bishop. I go here, goes there. I go here, saving the bishop. I should have gone the other way apparently. Now he goes there. Now I go here, threatening to push the pawn. He goes here. Now I go here. And once I do this move here, these squares are taken away. These squares and this square are the only squares that you have to essentially keep this pawn protected. And since your king is here already, you can't just sit here on this square. You can step here or here. And your only other move is, because you can't push these two pawns, is to push this pawn and give me another passer. So you have to step away. He goes there, I take, he goes there, I go here, there, and it's over. I control these 3 squares. My pawn is going to come up the board. His king can't even come over there anyways. His king is stuck. My king cuts these 3 squares off. The bishop holds this square. You have to go this way or this way and try to come over here somehow and do something. You have nothing as black. It's actually made in 7, so That was a great way to end that one. I'm at 1390 again. As tempting as it is to try to go for another one, I'm just going to leave it at 1390 for today. 1390 is pretty good. I started the stream, I was like at 1381. 1390 is fine. I gained like 9 elo since I started. So that's it for the rapid. Let's go to the 5-minute blitz now. Okay, let me finish my Monster Energy drink. If anyone's watching in the chat, what's your favorite energy drink? Or actually a source of energy? Not everybody drinks energy drinks. Some people drink coffee. Some people will eat like fruit or something to give them energy from their food. What do you guys do for energy? I drink Monster. Alright, starting a 5-minute blitz game here. Let's see. Awesome, we're white. We're going to play d4. I'm going to go for my Joe Bava London. French defense setup. We're going to open the center. Tempted to just go for this check right here. He's going to push and kick me, and he's going to have like a really strong center. So I don't know what to do. I'm going to take. I'm going to go here. Just threatening that. Okay, it's like a Dutch defense. It's a weird setup. I'm just going to start launching this H-pawn. Okay. I mean, this can't be good for my opponent. This is like, what is this opening that he played? Okay, he goes there. Logical. I can't take because then I'll fork myself. However, I could plant my knight here. I like that. To then plant my knight here. Damn, that's strong. I like this. This is a well-planted knight. Okay, I'm thinking queen here. Castle this way, and we're already winning. Like, what is my opponent going to do about this gameplay that I have here? Launch. This is actually really good for me. Because then now this knight is not going to be protected by 2 pawns. This knight being protected by 2 pawns, that's annoying. We don't want, you don't want your opponent to do that. If it's your knight protected by 2 pawns, you like that. If it's your opponent's, you don't want them to have that. Don't let them have a knight protected by 2 pawns. That's a strong knight right there. Especially planted on e4, which is my side of the board. Can't have that. Also, I could have kicked him like a long time ago with the move like f3, provoking something over here. But now at this point, I would like to move my bishop back. I don't want to have to capture back right here. What? Took a knight. Okay. H file is semi-open. Ready for the action. Okay. This is a move, followed by this, followed by this, followed by this, followed by this. So that doesn't work for him. But yeah, this is a move right here. Ah, this is a really annoying move. Oh, but it doesn't work. Okay, we're good. Yep, it's going like I thought. Takes here looks good to me. Like takes, that looks pretty good. Sack the bishop just to completely open up their king. I want my bishop here. So I could plant it here. Okay. Very annoying that he did that. Oh, this is attacked twice now. Let's just bring the bishop back. I mean, this is a good position for me still. Like, my king is chilling. Suddenly there's a threat on the board. Yeah, I'm still not that scared. I'm still not convinced. I'm going to take. Sack my bishop. He's going to give a check. I'm going to step to the side. I don't know where he's going to bring his bishop to. He took this pawn. He's crazy. What are you doing? Yeah. Pile up here. That's check, isn't it? Yep. Damn. Knight can't take, however. Boom. Boom. King here is like the... Oh. But then you get skewered, no? This. It runs into this. Yes, I know that. But then I have this. How do you like them apples? Could take here. Yeah, I'm going to take here. I like that. Got some threats in this position. I could just like drop the bishop back. That's a check. It's fine. Let's go here. Threatening the bishop, threatening a skewer and trade, which I'm happy to do. Completely happy to do. And then he didn't defend against it, so let's do it. Oh, I should have went bishop here. Bishop there immediately was good. Okay. Yeah, he wants this. Let's go here. It doesn't save it, but it forces it to be doubled. Okay. Yeah, you're never going to touch my pawn there. Cool. Happy about that. Let's trade here.